Coming up on City Spotlight, we are on location in Marshall. In the first segment, we'll talk with Mandi English and Brad Parker of Marshall Main Street on how they help out local businesses in downtown Marshall. Then, we head out to Mill Creek Park, and we'll talk with Jeff Tippett on what this Clark County recreational spot offers to people in East Central Illinois. And then we'll end the program with a feature on the 21st Lemonade Stand Contest. We're on location in Marshall, right here on City Spotlight. City Spotlight is supported by Consolidated Communications. CCI is honored to salute the cities and their leaders in the area, as well as providing TV, internet, and phone service to local homes and businesses. We live where we work and are proud to support the communities we serve. More information available at consolidated.com. And welcome to another edition of City Spotlight. As you can see, we're on location for this episode. We're in Marshall. And in this first segment, we're going to talk about Marshall Main Street. We have two people that are going to help us out here. We have Mandi English. She's the Executive Director of Marshall Main Street. Welcome to the program, Mandi.
Thank you.
Folks at WEIU may have seen Mandi on the Marshall Our Story program, so not your first time to the WEIU viewers.
Correct.
And we have Brad Parker. He's the board member with Marshall Main Street. Brad, welcome to the program.
Thank you.
Thank you guys for being on, and both first-time guests here on City Spotlight. We'll have both of you tell us a little bit about yourselves. We'll start with Mandi.
I'm Mandi, and I am the Executive Director of Marshall Main Street. I have been married for 12 years, have been in Marshall for 14 of those years, and have two kids, ages 9 and 7.
Very good. And Brad, tell us about yourself, please.
I've been here since about 1980. Been with Main Street 6 years now. Past president. It's just the old history like this has always been a passion of mine, and that's why the number one reason I joined Main Street.
All right, very good. First off, and I'll leave it open to both of you guys if you both want to answer. Tell us about Marshall Main Street. When did it all get started here in Marshall?
Main Street has actually been around for 20 years. We just celebrated our 20-year anniversary this past December, and our main focus is all of the businesses in the downtown Marshall area.
We offer preservation grants to all our building owners in hopes or to help them maintain their buildings. We also host a lot of events downtown, hoping to bring a lot of people to and draw a lot of attention to our downtown business district.
Brad, you said you've been in Marshall for a number of years, there since 1980.
Yep.
Something like this, Marshall Main Street, can you tell if it's really helped the businesses out?
I own a business right here in downtown.
Okay.
And yes, I can see a difference. The events that we hold bring a lot of people to town. And maybe not during the events, but I see later down the road, people coming back to Marshall. And then they come, and I just had a couple in a few minutes ago. They mentioned how beautiful the downtown business district. And I hear that all the time. A lot of it goes to the different organizations we have, like Main Street, Chamber of Commerce, and things like that. But it's also the people of town. They take pride in their community, and just look around. We've got one of the nicest downtowns that you'll run across.
And for a smaller community such as Marshall, you do have quite a local businesses. So there's quite a few that you have as a part of Marshall Main Street.
Yes, absolutely. We have a huge downtown district as far as businesses are concerned.
And in recent years, we've seen a lot of great things that have happened for Marshall. We were here for the Marshall Wall Dogs, and I've been here for the Night Out on the National Road. So Marshall does have a very beautiful and very active downtown area.
Right.
Okay, very good. You guys help out businesses with helping them improve, talking about the grants and them being able to improve their the outside of the buildings.
Yes, our grants are all completely exterior. So whether they want to replace their windows, they want to put on a fresh coat of paint, maybe they just want to add an awning for a little bit extra look to their building, we give them financial assistance to help with all of that kind of work too.
And are the business owners around the square and in Marshall, are they very coming forward with wanting that help? Are that something that they seek and look forward to?
Yes, absolutely. I know there's at least 2 or 3 jobs currently going on right now with getting fresh paint, fresh windows. So yes, that keeps us very busy. It keeps them very busy as well too.
One other thing you guys do for the local businesses here in Marshall is talk about advertising. So talk about that aspect, please.
Yes, we do. We have a local radio station here, and we are constantly running ads for any of the events that we have or any specials that maybe some of our business owners are having at the time, like special sales or something like that. We also, in years past, we've run commercials. We've worked with the local television stations over in Terre Haute, Indiana, and we've run segments on Channel 10 and Channel 2 over there, and those turned out to be very successful for our business owners here.
So you've been able to help get the word out about not only the local business, but Marshall.
Right.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Very good. Before we talk about the many events that are affiliated with you guys, including the lovely little lemonade stand event that we're gonna have a feature on later in the program, anything else you want to talk about with just basically Marshall Main Street, what it is and what you guys do?
Well, Marshall Main Street, like we say, our main objective is the downtown business, to promote, preserve our downtown, but we're also a community active organization too.
Yes. We have had, we've given donations this past year to the school lunch program. We gave away over $2,000 to them just to support our schools and those kids who may need a little bit extra help with their food and milk at school. And along the same lines, we also donated over $3,000 to the Shop for the Cop program. So we try to also help out other organizations that are here in Marshall as well.
And having done City Spotlight now for this our 5th season and been to Marshall several times, Mayor Treves and former Mayor Kami Sanders, Jennifer Bishop from the Chamber, and all that you have going on here, you have a lot of momentum moving forward in Marshall. Talk about that excitement, about the direction that Marshall is going, and you guys are a part of it here with Marshall Main Street.
You've got to give credit to, as you say, our past mayor, our current mayor, the city council, Chamber of Commerce, and all the other organizations, because we have one objective: to make Marshall better. And it just seems like it's so easy when you've got everybody working for one cause.
Talk about the different organizations in town all pooling together and your efforts, and you see what it's done. Beautiful downtown and,
right,
and all the different things going on.
Right.
Absolutely.
And there's always something to do in Marshall. Just our different, we host bingo all year long. We have our lemonade stand contest, our strawberry fest. We have our holidays over at Harlan Hall. We have citywide yard sale. We bring thousands of people to town, our citywide yard sales.
And you teased what we're going to talk about next. You ran through them, so we're going to talk a little bit about each event.
Okay.
But one thing that I learned in that first episode I taped with Kami Sanders and Jennifer a few years ago was the desire and the want to have many events, things to do for folks.
Yes.
From your guys' vantage point, and you have several of them we're going to talk about. Why is that important to have all these different events for the community to be a part of?
You always have those people who say, oh, there's nothing to do, and people who are going to other towns, which is, I think we're all guilty of, but as much as we can keep them here and draw other people in, it makes Marshall that much better. So I think that's why we try to do so many events, and we try to hit on different age ranges as well.
Anything you can add there, Brad?
I don't think so there, no.
Okay. Let's get into the events. And we'll have a lemonade stand contest that will be happening a little bit after our taping here. We're going to have a little feature on that at the end of the program, some sights and sounds from that. I've heard that is just a wonderful event, and it's actually older than Marshall Main Street. So talk a little bit about what the lemonade stand. It's been around 20-some years.
This is our 21st year. Yes, it has actually been around because they started it when they were still trying to get Main Street to be official. So they were still already doing events even though Main Street was not officially started. They had started the process of it, and they started doing events, but as far as Main Street's actual date, came a little bit after. So it's the 21st year. The kids come, they bring their own lemonade stand, their own lemonade.
Right behind us here on Archer Avenue?
Absolutely.
Right.
We close down the road. They do it right here on the road. People can sample their lemonades, they vote for their favorites, and then we give away lots of prizes. I've seen what Marshall is like during the summer, having come to the night out on the National Road and the band performing here. Yes. Talk about the atmosphere of they close down the corner here. This is a very popular spot for things to happen here in Marshall. What's the atmosphere like with all the lemonade stands? How many generally or on average show up? This year we have 13,
okay.
Which we've had about that these last few years, maybe a few more, maybe a few less. It's just a lot of fun. The kids get to do everything on their own, so they really enjoy that. We also serve strawberry shortcakes because it's hot out, so everyone wants ice cream. And then they can listen to the city band concert starting at 8. And then tonight we actually have an extra special. We have a summer movie, and we're showing the movie Wonder. And Main Street is a co-sponsor of that movie tonight as well.
We talked to Jennifer Bishop and Mayor Treves a few months back, and she listed all the wonderful movies you have showing here, so good options there. I'm probably not going to go in the right order of when these actually happen, but Brad, whichever one you want to talk about, can you tell us about Strawberry Fest, please?
Well, Strawberry, this is our sixth annual Strawberry Fest. It's been very popular. Of course, the weather, nice and hot like today, nothing better than strawberry shortcake with ice cream and whipped topping.
Okay, very good.
There'll be probably 300 to 400 people uptown by the time the bands starts to play tonight.
And this happens at the same time?
At the same time. The lemonade stand contest is going on, and the voting. People are starting to show up for our festival, taking their seats over there. I think every year we try to gauge how much ice cream, strawberries to buy. We never buy enough. It's just that popular anymore.
Okay, very good. So lemonade stand contest and strawberry fest are at the same time. You mentioned a few minutes ago, bingo's been going on basically every month, and this is the third year for bingo at Harlan Hall.
Right.
Tell us about that, please.
Bingo, we used to have bingo here many years ago, and for some reason it went away. And we were approached by the former mayor if maybe we might want to start it up again. And we were a little leery, but we took over, and first night we'd have, about 70 people come in. Right now, we're averaging about 150 to 200 people every night at bingo. They're lining up an hour before we even open the front doors.
Wow.
It gives a lot of people something to do during the summer months.
I've seen a few photos from up top on the upper level
Right.
of Harlan Hall, and it's quite a shot.
Yes.
To see all the people there playing bingo in Marshall. Very good. Next up, we have holidays, which in a blink of an eye will be here in just a little bit when the weather turns cold. So tell us about holidays, please.
Absolutely. Holidays always falls the first Saturday in September. And holidays on our side of things, we set up in Harlan Hall with vendors of all sorts, homemade items, direct sales vendors. The Boy Scouts have also done food, breakfast, and lunch for the last several years. People can just come out and do one-stop shopping, get ready for the holiday. And then the rest of the day, there's a lot of other activities going on in Marshall. Everybody kind of groups together, comes into one, and hosts their events for Christmas. There's a breakfast with Santa, there's a cookie walk, there is usually a tea for girls. Then that evening, we also have a light parade, and then it is followed by the holiday bingo that the Chamber also puts on as well. So it is a full day and night of events.
I can't tell here, but between all the businesses you're responsible for in the events, you guys are quite busy.
Yes, absolutely.
She is quite busy.
I guess, are there any more events to speak of? Did we get them all, or are there any other ones that we...
Those are our main ones that we hit every year. We throw in some other ones. I know this year, again, we already have another glow bingo scheduled, so it's a glow-in-the-dark bingo. Some of our other ones we're kind of phasing out as we phase in more into new and fresh events as well.
Okay, in our last minute or two here, my final question for you guys, for both of you, what do you enjoy about being a part of Marshall Main Street and being a part of Marshall, Illinois?
I enjoy seeing the transformation of the downtown, just with our grants, and then just the events that we put on. Seeing, especially tonight, it's probably one of my favorite events, seeing the kids and their enjoyment to be out here and being able to kind of to step up and feel like they're really a part of Marshall as well.
Thank you. And Brad?
I guess I'm more of a history buff. These old historical buildings, how many times do you go into a community and you see empty building after empty building and buildings falling down, deteriorating? You don't find that in Marshall. And it's good to know that you're a part of helping the community stay vibrant.
All right, very good. Mandi English and Brad Parker, both with Marshall Main Street. We appreciate your time here on City Spotlight. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for coming.
And at the end of the program, we'll have a feature on the lemonade stand contest. In our next segment, we'll head out to Mill Creek State Park. But first, let's take a look at some of the upcoming activities going on in Marshall. And we're back here on City Spotlight as we continue this on-location episode on Marshall. As you can see, we've changed locations and we're at Mill Creek Park. Mother Nature we're hoping to be with the lake behind us, but she is raining today and lots of clouds, so we're underneath here, and we're welcome to the program Jeff Tippett. He's the executive director here at Mill Creek Park. Welcome, Jeff.
Thank you very much.
Pleasure to have you here.
Thank you.
Dry.
Yes.
Very good. glad to have you on, Jeff. And first time here talking about Mill Creek, and we'll get into what Mill Creek's all about, maybe a little history. But you're a first-time guest here on the program. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
I've been on Mill Creek Park Lake as a fisherman for about 12 years, and we moved up here full-time about 3 years ago. And I was asked if I was interested in the executive director's position. I've been in and was hired as an executive director, and I've been here about a year full-time.
So just over a year. What's the most enjoyable or rewarding thing about holding this position here at a nice park?
The customers that you see and the people that you talk to and the stories that you gather.
Okay, very good. Thank you for being on. And before we get started, before we talk about the events and things that can take place here at Mill Creek Park and Lake, let's talk a little bit about the origin of Mill Creek and when did it all get started?
The project started in the late 70s and early 80s, and they started digging. I think they were done in 1986 is when they finished building the dam, which is the biggest man-made dam in the Midwest, or levee per se. Mm-hmm. It's about an 840-acre lake and with a maximum depth of about 60 feet. There's a variety of fish in here, and that's some of the main attraction to the lake is the great fishing we have all the time.
Yeah, as we mentioned, yeah, there's definitely a big body of water here, and a lot transpires on it. This is a part of the Clark County Park District?
Yes.
And go ahead.
It's a government-owned lake by the Clark County Park District, and this is Mill Creek Lake.
Okay, very good. And the Park District was developed before actual Mill Creek got going there, as you mentioned, late 70s, early 80s.
Yes.
Mill Creek was being created.
Yeah.
Very good. What's the geographic area for Mill Creek? How much area, acres, or ground does it cover?
The Clark County Park District here at Mill Creek is 2,640 total acres of property with an 840-acre lake in the middle of it.
Okay, very good. And it's located about 7 miles or so northwest of Marshall.
That's correct.
So we're here in Clark County, obviously. Before we talk about this place and what it offers, can you tell us where do people come from to visit Mill Creek?
A lot of people come from inside Clark County, a lot of Clark County residents, and then we get a lot of Indiana residents also coming from the area of Terre Haute and farther out. We do have some out-of-state residents who are at least several states over who come to enjoy our park.
All right. Very good. You get any feedback from people, whether on their way in, hey, I've been here before, or on their way out? What are their general thoughts about the place?
We're also on Facebook, and we get quite a few comments that come in on Facebook on how much they've enjoyed all that we have to offer here at Mill Creek Lake.
All right, let's talk about what you offer here at Mill Creek, and we'll start with the obvious one: a big body of water.
We have a huge body of water. We have fishing, skiing. We have zones where people can just sit in the back and just watch what's going on swimming in the coves. Obviously, we're Illinois' best kept secret. We have a great muskie population here that everybody's trying to catch, as well as largemouth bass. We have walking trails. We have 10 miles of bike trails. Excuse me, the Pickering bike trails. We have 20 miles of ATV trails.
Wow.
Yeah, it's huge. There's a lot to do. We have horse trails, a lot of horse trails in the back of the park here down to the south. Miles and miles of those, and some scenic, picturesque.
Yeah, when you're coming in from Clarksville Road, if you're coming from Charleston or from that direction, and when you're right about to enter the office where I met you this morning, there's a sign that says horse trails. So obviously you do have horse trails. You mentioned to me before we started taping, lots of fishing tournaments.
Yeah, there's fishing tournaments throughout the entire season. Every weekend there's at least one, if not 2 or 3 fishing tournaments that go with. It's a huge lake for bass, so we get a lot of tournaments.
It's talking about, you mentioned everything. So specifically, you have camping grounds for people to enjoy. Roughly how many camping grounds do you have?
We have 139 camping spots for those folks with camping trailers. Then we have another, 15, 20, or 25 primitive camping sites if you wanted to just set up your tent and do it like they used to.
All right, very good. Let's move on to events that happen annually at Mill Creek, and we're taping this July 16th, but about 2 weeks ago, you have one of your biggest events of the year. Happens annually on July 3rd.
On July 3rd, we had fireworks at dusk. We had Jack Freeze, the band came in, vendors with food. We had a disc jockey down here at the boat ramp, along with the Cub Scouts selling hot dogs. It was huge. We had a lot of people.
What other events do you have besides the July 3rd event that is obviously one of your biggest?
Excuse me. In August, we have a wine tasting and a bonfire night on August 18th at 5 p.m. It's a barbecue. It starts out as a barbecue cook-off and then goes to wine tasting, and then at night, of course, we have a bonfire. Every weekend leading up to the end of the season, there's always something going on within the park on Friday or Saturday or Sunday nights. Every weekend. When we get down towards October, we have our Halloween costume contests.
Sounds fun.
And hay rides, and we set up a haunted forest, and it's quite the event, all the way in October.
So between your Halloween related events and Marshall's, there's quite a few Halloween activities for people to do there.
Absolutely,
very good. That takes care for events. So Marshall, Mill Creek has been a part of this community area for 35 years. And we've talked about the different recreation and outdoor amenities in the community. Something we've talked about here on City Spotlight with some of our other communities is the phrase that's used is quality of life. When you have a place like this, body of water, trails, camping, for the residents of Marshall, Clark County, this part east, central Illinois, what does Mill Creek offer to people?
Oh, it offers them an outlet for recreation. There's no doubt about it, where they can just come and enjoy themselves and be free of all their worries, we hope, for that day, whether it be boating or fishing or just using our trails and walking.
All right.
Our park.
In our last minute or so here with you, Jeff, and we appreciate your time here on City Spotlight. Is there anything else you want to share with our viewers about Mill Creek, unique fact, numbers, any other events that maybe we left out?
Well, I can tell you that so far just this year, we've had about 3,400 people come through the gate and use the facility. We have the campground is almost full right now with campers who stay seasonally. They stay all year. They're a great bunch of people. And the people who come down use the fishing and the boating, just a great bunch of people. I'd like to see more of them.
And as you probably hear through our microphones, I think we have some boaters out on the lake right now. I'll probably get some video of that here in a little bit. But very beautiful place here, Mill Creek Park in Clark County near Marshall. Jeff Tippett, the Executive Director of Mill Creek Park. We appreciate your time here on City Spotlight.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate your time. Thank you. And we'll wrap up this City Spotlight episode on Marshall with a feature on the lemonade stand contest that took place on July 5th in downtown Marshall. Thanks for watching.
Excellent job.
Good?
The wind is not helping.
Yeah. Luke, can you come hold this one?
You're good. You guys can just go right there.
You're going down, Allie Sheets.
You're going down.
You're going down.
I'm sorry, bud.
Isn't it good? That is good.
Tell me about the flavors you have here.
This is blueberry lemonade, normal lemonade, and strawberry lemonade.
Do you have a favorite?
I haven't tried the blueberry lemonade. I like the strawberry lemonade.
Got it?
Slowly turning.
There you go. We're turning to green.
Sure, zip ties are going to hold this up?
Might sit up right here.
So one with the feet here. The hands in my face. There we go.
Thank you.
It's over there. Look, you see the number one? Put it in there.
Oh, it's yummy, Mila.
Blueberry lemonade.
Thank you. Thank you.
For number 7. Well, no, I think thank you. Dude, that is. Really, you want to try this one? Completely.
That's okay. Hand it to him.
It's a little too full.
Have you ever had this much lemonade?
No. It's a lot of lemonade.
I think I'll have blueberry.
And you have to try this next. Okay.
Blueberry, yum.
Your lemonade sounds cute.
Thank you. Do you want a lemon or no lemon?
No lemon, please.
No lemon. You need a lot because it's amazing.
Thank you.
That's good stuff. Did you guys make it?
No, we didn't make it.
No,
But we just put some strawberries and lemons and oranges.
So what makes a good lemonade?
Lots of lemon.
So Mayor Trebs, what makes a good lemonade?
Lemons.
Do you girls make this lemonade?
No.
No. Do you know how it tastes?
Yes.
Is it good?
Yes. Yum, yum, yum. Yum, 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 yum.
Yummy.
Mmm.
Peaches,
Okay.
frenzy.
No. This is good.
You want some Hot Wheels lemonade?
How is it?
Yeah, tastes good.
Hey, no little chips.
You're good? Or you need it?
No.
City Spotlight is supported by Consolidated Communications. CCI is honored to salute the cities and their leaders in the area, as well as providing TV, internet, and phone service to local homes and businesses. We live where we work and are proud to support the communities we serve. More information available at consolidated.com.